How to stop overthinking and find inner peace with Stoicism. Overthinking is a silent thief. It robs you of your peace and fills your mind with unnecessary chaos. It's easy to get caught in an endless cycle of analysing the past, worrying about the future, or over-evaluating the present. If you often feel overwhelmed by your thoughts, this message is for you. Today we're diving into the wisdom of Stoicism, an ancient philosophy that teaches us how to regain control over our minds and embrace a life of clarity, focus, and tranquility. You might wonder if teachings from over 2,000 years ago still apply today. The truth? They're more relevant than ever in our fast-paced, distraction-filled world. Before we begin, do yourself a small favour. Hit that subscribe button. It's free and helps spread these life-changing ideas to more people who need them. Now, don't skip any part of this discussion, because every insight has the power to shift your perspective and maybe even change your life. The power of the present moment. When your mind constantly replays past regrets or jumps ahead to future worries, it's like a time machine that refuses to stop. The key to escaping this cycle? Ground yourself in the present. Think about a time when you were at a concert or a beautiful place, but instead of enjoying the moment, your thoughts were elsewhere, stressing over a mistake you made earlier in the week or worrying about tomorrow's tasks. Sound familiar? That's overthinking pulling you away from life as it's happening. Stoicism teaches us that the present is the only moment we truly own. Marcus Aurelius, the great Stoic emperor, emphasized the importance of focusing entirely on the task at hand, as if it were your last. Not to be morbid, but to highlight the power of being fully engaged in the now. How to stay present. Use your senses. One of the quickest ways to return to the present is to tune into your surroundings. Look around. Notice the colours, textures, and sounds. Pay attention to the scent in the air or the feeling of your clothes against your skin. Engaging your senses brings you back to reality and quiets the mental noise. Voluntary discomfort. The Stoics practice small discomforts, like taking cold showers, walking in the rain, or skipping a meal, not just to build resilience, but to sharpen their focus on the present. When you expose yourself to discomfort, your mind has no choice but to be in the moment. Mindfulness and thought observation. Imagine sitting by a stream, watching leaves float by. Each leaf represents a thought or feeling. Your job isn't to grab the leaves, just watch them drift. This is mindfulness. It reminds you that thoughts are just thoughts. They don't control you. You control how you engage with them. Let go of the what-ifs and if-onlys. Overthinking often traps us in two places. What if something goes wrong? Future. If only I had done things differently. Past. But here's the truth. The past is unchangeable, and the future is unwritten. Worrying about them only drains energy from the one thing you can influence, this moment. Declutter your mind for clarity. Ever noticed how a messy room can make you feel overwhelmed? Your mind works the same way. When your thoughts are cluttered, it's hard to focus or feel at peace. Stoicism teaches mental discipline. Instead of letting your mind run wild, you train it, just like you would a muscle. By practicing present awareness and detaching from unnecessary worries, you create space for clarity, calmness, and true inner freedom. Final thoughts. Overthinking is a habit, but so is mental peace. The more you practice grounding yourself in the present, the easier it becomes to let go of mental clutter. Stoicism isn't about suppressing emotions or ignoring challenges. It's about mastering your mind so that you live with intention, focus, and peace. Now, take a deep breath. Notice this moment. This is where life is happening. Everything else is just noise. Mastering your mind. The Stoic approach to overthinking and control. Imagine your mind as a vast sky, sometimes filled with dark, stormy clouds, and other times clear and bright. The secret to mental clarity is recognizing that thoughts, just like clouds, are temporary. They drift in and out, but they don't define the sky itself. Stoicism teaches us to detach from our passing thoughts and view them as external events. Much like changes in the weather, you wouldn't try to stop a cloud from moving, right? Likewise, attempting to control or suppress every thought is not only exhausting, but also impossible. Great Stoic thinkers like Seneca and Marcus Aurelius understood this well. They emphasized the importance of observing thoughts without becoming entangled in them. Instead of treating every passing worry as truth, they encouraged a mindset of detached awareness, reminding yourself, this is just a thought, not a fact. How to stop getting carried away by your thoughts. Develop awareness. The first step is simply noticing your thoughts. Picture yourself sitting beside a stream, with each thought appearing as a leaf floating by. Some leaves might grab your attention, but instead of reaching out and holding onto them, you let them drift past. This exercise isn't about forcing your mind to be empty. It's about not getting caught up in every thought that crosses your mind. Daily reflection. At the end of each day, take a few moments to reflect on your dominant thoughts. Ask yourself, were these thoughts useful? Did they bring clarity or unnecessary stress? Did they improve my day or did they weigh me down? Recognizing patterns in your thinking can help you let go of unhelpful thoughts more easily in the future. Premeditatio malorum. Facing your fears. The Stoics practiced something called premeditatio malorum, the premeditation of adversity. It involves imagining the worst-case scenario in great detail. While this may sound negative, it actually reduces anxiety by proving that even if thin, at first letting go of control might feel uncomfortable. It might seem like you're leaving too much to chance, but the more you practice, the more you'll realize that it actually leads to greater peace and confidence. It's like driving through fog. If you grip the wheel too tightly and stress out, you make things harder for yourself. But if you turn on your fog lights, slow down, and trust that you'll find your way, the journey becomes much smoother. Using your breath to regain control. Have you ever noticed how your breathing changes when you're stressed? It becomes shallow and rapid, almost like an alarm system telling you something's off. The good news is that just by changing your breathing, you can calm your mind and body almost instantly. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control, and one of the easiest things to control is our breath. Marcus Aurelius often spoke about mastering your reactions to external events, and the first step to doing that is stabilizing your physical state, starting with your breath. A simple breathing exercise for instant calm. Next time you feel overwhelmed, try this. Inhale slowly through your nose for 4 seconds. Hold your breath for 4 seconds. Exhale slowly through your mouth for 4 seconds. Repeat this cycle a few times. This technique, known as box breathing, is used by athletes, Navy SEALs, and high performers to stay calm under pressure. It helps slow your heart rate, regulate your nervous system, and gives you a moment to pause and reset before reacting to stress. Paying attention to your breath also anchors you in the present moment. Instead of getting lost in overthinking, focus on the feeling of air passing through your nose or the rise and fall of your chest. If your mind starts to wander, don't judge it. Just gently bring your focus back to your breathing. Over time, making this a daily habit will train your mind to stay present and reduce stress. It's like installing a mental reset button that you can press anytime life feels overwhelming. Decluttering your space. Decluttering your mind. Have you ever noticed how a messy room can make you feel scattered and anxious? The same thing happens in your mind. When you're constantly bombarded with unnecessary thoughts, worries, and distractions, it's hard to find clarity. In today's world, we're often told that more is better, more things, more achievements, more information, but sometimes less is more. The Stoics believed in simplicity and focusing only on what truly matters. Decluttering, whether it's your physical space or your thoughts, can free up mental energy and bring a sense of peace. Try simplifying your environment and see how it affects your mindset. Remove things that don't serve a purpose, both in your home and in your mind. When you clear out the excess, you make room for what truly matters. Final thoughts. Let go of what you can't control and focus on what you can. Use your breath as a tool to bring instant calm and clarity. Declutter your space and mind to create a sense of peace. By practicing these simple Stoic principles, you'll find yourself feeling lighter, more focused, and more in control, not by gripping tighter, but by learning to let go and trust the process. The power of Stoicism. Simplify, adapt, and find inner peace. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what truly matters and let go of the rest. It's not just about enduring hardship or suppressing desires, it's about making space for what genuinely enriches your life. Epictetus encouraged people to live simply, warning against the endless pursuit of wealth and possessions. He believed true peace comes from within, not from external circumstances, which only have as much power as we allow them to have. Simplifying your life for greater clarity. A great way to start applying Stoic principles is by decluttering your environment. Look around your home. Every item you own requires some of your attention, whether it's for cleaning, maintenance, or just deciding what to wear. The more you have, the more demands you place on your mind. By reducing unnecessary possessions, you create a quieter, more focused mindset. Minimalism isn't about getting rid of everything. It's about keeping what truly serves a purpose or brings you joy and letting go of the rest. But simplicity isn't just about physical space. It applies to your time and digital world too. In today's hyper-connected world, it's easy to be overwhelmed by constant notifications, social media feeds, and an endless stream of information. Try setting boundaries, like specific times for checking emails or social media. This form of digital minimalism allows you to regain control over your mental energy, helping you stay more present and intentional with your time. Focusing on what you can control. The Stoic mindset aligns closely with minimalism because both emphasize letting go of what doesn't serve you. When you strip away the unnecessary, whether it's physical clutter, distractions, or unnecessary commitments, you can focus deeply on what truly matters, your actions, your work, and your relationships. This shift in focus reduces stress and overthinking because you're no longer spreading yourself too thin across countless concerns. Instead, you're channeling your energy into the areas of life that are within your control. Finding gratitude in simplicity. Living with less helps cultivate gratitude, a core Stoic practice. When you appreciate what you already have instead of chasing what you don't, life feels richer. The things you own, the experiences you choose, and the relationships you nurture become more meaningful when they are intentional rather than excessive. You don't have to overhaul your life overnight. Start small. Maybe simplify your wardrobe by keeping only the clothes you love, or say no to commitments that don't align with your values. Each step brings more peace and confidence in living according to Stoic principles. Embracing change instead of resisting it. The only constant in life is change, yet we often resist it the most. We build routines and expectations around stability, and when things inevitably shift, we feel unsettled. But what if, instead of fearing change, we could welcome it as an opportunity? Stoicism teaches us to embrace impermanence. The world is always in flux, and by accepting that, we can navigate life's uncertainties with greater peace of mind. Seneca, a well-known Stoic philosopher, wrote about the importance of being as flexible as nature itself. Think about the changing seasons: spring, summer, autumn, winter. Each season comes and goes naturally, bringing its own beauty and purpose. Similarly, life brings changes, job shifts, moves, evolving relationships. Viewing these transitions as natural and necessary helps reduce anxiety and fear of the unknown. How to apply this mindset in daily life. Detach from outcomes. It's natural to want things to go a certain way, but attaching your happiness to results can lead to disappointment. Instead, focus on your efforts and intentions. Let the results unfold as they will. See change as an opportunity. Every shift in life brings a chance to learn, grow, and expand your perspective. Rather than feeling powerless, embrace new possibilities and take an active role in shaping your experience. Mentally prepare for challenges. The Stoics practiced premeditatio malorum, the premeditation of potential hardships. By reflecting on possible difficulties ahead of time, you develop emotional resilience and are less likely to be caught off guard. Lean on your support system. Stoicism isn't about facing life alone. Building strong relationships and seeking support from friends and family makes navigating change easier and more meaningful. Final thoughts. Mastering your mind is the first step to mastering your life. By simplifying your world, focusing on what you can control, and embracing change, you create a life of greater peace, resilience, and clarity. If you want to dive deeper into how these ancient principles can apply to modern life, keep exploring. Continue building your inner strength, and remember, true power comes not from controlling everything, but from learning to let go.